Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the VG Pierce. I'll be coming at you with a gameplay review of Hunters of the Dead, and this is going to be developed by the people of Traptics. And so this is a survival roguelite tower defense game with some micromanagement elements in your tactical gameplay. You have to rescue your fellow hunters, and with the help of Van Helsing, locate and destroy Dracula. And when I say help from Van Helsing, I mean not that much. And we're going to take a look at all the options here. Well, actually not the options though, but we are going to take a look at the upgrades. And that's going to be the nice thing about this game. You are going to die a lot in this game. But to kind of mitigate the RNG in this game, they do make it to where you will carry over your gold that you'll be getting on each map. And then after that, buy upgrades. And this is going to be a really nice thing. However, a little bit of a pro tip. I have played this for quite a bit now. And so you should get the columns here in the first row and the second row concurrently, and then possibly go and get the new weapons here. As you can see here, you get the machine gun, shotgun, and then the sniper, and then here you'll start with your base with additional 100 life, 200 life, 300, and so forth. And so there's exactly what I'm doing here. I actually have it concurrently played on two separate computers, and so that's how I know. That's why I didn't buy the gun or the tower upgrades yet, but I did get the left side here. I did get Razor. That's not Wesley Snipes or anything, is it? But I haven't gotten my starting hunters to be at level 5. I do have it at level 4, but soon I'm trying to get up to 4,000, get up to level 5, and then possibly get my towers, and then all the guns and stuff like that, or actually weapons, I should say. So let's start a new game, and every game is going to be different, and that's the roguelike setting. Every map is going to be different, but not every map is going to be the same, because everything is going to be how you actually going to play it. Alright, and what I mean by that is, here I can start off, and I can start off going with these hospitals here, and the hospitals will make it to where it'll improve the healing rate of your hunters. And so these are going to be hunters on the left side, and I see Wesley Snipes here. Razor is going to be there, and this is going to be their level. And right now, as you can see in the beginning of the game, I am going to start with everybody at level 4, and they will have lots of HP on their side, especially Razor. Not that, you know, he's pimp or anything like that. Not that he also begins with more action points. And these are going to be action points. It takes 2 action points to deploy your hunter in every map. And then you can actually move them around in the tactical map. And it only costs 1 AP to actually move around. And you'll see that in action in just a few. And then the damage that they do. And each hunter's, as you can see, is going to do different types of damage depending on just RNG, really. So one hunter will be hitting a little bit harder than the other, as you can see, only by a few points, but it does make a difference between what you get them and what you equip them, and you kind of see that in just a moment as well. Alright, so right away, I'm just going to start off with the house, and that will make it to where I'll have an extra hunter, and here, RNG is going to hit me fast and hard, and they're going to make it to where I'm going to have to get into battle straight away. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get Razor in the front line, and you can stick them anywhere, and then they'll actually do well. I'm going to fast forward this because I'm pretty much going to win this fight, no problem. And that's going to be the nice thing here. And we're just going to keep on the screen for just a moment. As you can see, they do gain experience, and the purple line is going to be denoting how much experience they're going to have until the next level. This is going to be the gold that you have currently, and this is going to be your base defense HP. Well, not defense, but it's going to be your HP, and if they break through, each little monster is going to be different on how much damage they do to your base, and actually how much HP also matters as well. And this is going to be the trophy points. I'm not exactly sure what that's for. On the bottom left, this plus sign here is going to be when you place it on the board, it will kill every monster that's going to be on the grid. And here the green plus sign will make it to where I'll heal up my guy, and then the strength here will make it to where they'll do double damage, and this will make it to where they'll have double experience. And so that might be something to consider if I really want to get my guys up very quickly. But I actually feel like this is going to be used for the end game when I got all the upgrades, as you saw at the beginning of the game. At the bottom right, it's going to be quests that you're going to have to do, and the more quests that you do, then the more chance that you'll have Dracula come out. And actually, by the end of the game, or near the end of the game, you really want Dracula to come out, because again, it's just RNG that Dracula's going to come out. Heck, he can come out in the beginning of the game and then really screw you over. You just never know. And so actually, if you just kind of hover over it, it really just reminds you what this does here. The towers will increase your base durability, so we'll make it go up. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll make it go up by 50. Pretty nice. And here the gadget stores will increase my gold and experience gain by 5%. Let's go ahead and grab one of those. And then the graveyards will make it to where it will improve the training rate of my hunters. And so the nice thing here, I do have a level 1 personnel here, and what I might want to do is get them to where they will have more experience in the later going. I don't have any graveyards at the moment, so I can't click on it. So let's get a graveyard and show you. So here I could train for 1 day and then get 8 to 12 experience. I can get more experience if I train for more days right here. But since I only have 1 graveyard, I can see then it does give me a little bit less. And that does make a big difference here on just about every building. So the more buildings I have of something, then the more return rate then I'll have of my hunters. So if I had more hospitals here, then my hunters will come back from healing a whole lot faster. And here, finally here, it does show a market, and it does improve the resting rate of your hunters. So every time I do put down hunters, like I said before, it does require 2 AP to set them down on the map, and when they get low on AP, then they have to rest up in these marketplace so that they can come back in the later going. And of course, level 1 I only start off with 4 AP, and as you saw earlier, Razor starts with 9 AP, and that's the difference between him and just about everybody else. So I'm gonna get Razor up in experience as much as I can. He really kicks butt big time, really big. And now, as you can see, I'm going to move my guy back because he's going to get hit. And it really matters because his animation to hit, he's going to start hitting, and if I move him out the way quick enough, he'll complete his animation, but my guy will be out of the way. And so it does take a little bit of a timing with your micromanaging to actually do well in this game. So there, I did take 1 of 4 towers, and that's going to be the next quest. In the beginning, I don't want Dracula to come as quickly as possible, and if I complete these quests, then it will make it to where I get Dracula up faster, and so I want to avoid towers at this moment. I don't want to complete this quest right now. So here, Antoine, I did use up all his AP, and now he's going to go automatically to rest. And at the top right here, you can see that you can auto-equip your guys with weapons. And I turned that off, but I do recommend you turn on the auto rest so that they'll just automatically rest whenever they get down to AP. They will automatically rest when they have 1 AP or less. And that is, again, the reason why is because you need at least 2 AP to deploy them. And then, of course, put on the blood effects. Why not, right? I mean, heck, unless your parents really don't want you to see the blood, but I mean, it's really quite minimal. Really, really quite minimal. So let's go and get some more. I really want to get some weapon shop here, so let's get some guns and let's grab up some weapons for my hunters. Right now these pistols aren't going to be doing any good for me, but for right now let's go ahead and just use it up for right now. And look at that here, and you can deploy your guys at any moment, so we're going to just do this. I'm going to put 2 guys in the back, 1 guy here so that he can be alright against this guy. I'm going to move this guy around like that so he don't get hit too much, and then we're gonna move him out the way like that. I really don't want to get my guys hurt too much because the hit points that they're going to be down, they're always going to be down. They don't regen health over time. No, you have to get them into the hospitals no matter what, and so I don't want them to get hurt too much, especially in the early going where they're not too when I don't have too many hunters. As you can see there, I usually use about 3 to 4 hunters every tactical map that I get. So let's go ahead and take a look at my gun that I got. And I did get a sword, in fact. And so there, it really makes a difference because now, as you see, all these weapons do different things. So these pistols, they hit up to 4 spaces, but only for 26 damage. And this actually matters between the hunters. As you can see, as earlier, they have different amounts of hit that they do. So this varies as well. But as you can see, it's going to still matter between the guns that they get, because here the machine gun is going to hit for 39. And it will make it to where it only goes up to 3. But you'll see that there's a red space. Now the red space means that they'll hit any monster, every monster in that space here. So right here, you only hit the monster in front, in the orange spaces. But then if they all gather up right there in front of you, then they all will be hit. And it makes a difference here because the pistol is not a high firing rate where the machine gun is a high firing rate. And the sniper rifle, as you can see, will hit everything 4 spaces away, but not the 2 spaces in front of it. Whereas the shotgun hits in a radius in front of them in a bit, or actually a cone, I would say, and it hits everything on there. So that's a bit of a tactical play that you do. And the sword, only one space in front of it, but massive damage. So let's go ahead and equip my man Rodney with the sword, and he's going to do pretty well. 259 HP, and I think he's going to be one of the higher ones. Actually, this guy's got the higher HP, but since I did lose a little bit of HP already, I want to just give it to the guy who has a lot of HP already. So let's go ahead and continue on. Let's grab some more guns, and we're going to get the shotgun. Alright, pretty nice. And so I usually like to give the shotguns and the machine guns to my level 1 guys. And for right now, he's out of the action because he's resting up at the moment. So let's go ahead and put it on this man here, just to make sure that I have it. I can unequip and re-equip it if needed. Let's go ahead and get another marketplace so that I reduce the time that my guys are going to be out resting for AP. And as you see here, there are going to be different types of monsters. And so this here monster is going to be a wizard, and he does attack from 3 spaces away. And the skeleton, he's a melee one right there. The green zombies, as you saw earlier, they are only melee, but they only hit for a small amount of damage, whereas this sword carrying skeleton hits for a lot more for sure. So let's go ahead and get my man Curtis right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the sword man right there, and we're going to put this razor here, and we're just going to put this pistol right there so that he'll be okay. We're going to let these 2 guys go. That's going to be the strategy right now, and to let him go, he's going to be hitting the base for 26. As you can see, pretty big damage there, but that's going to be it. One guy here is going to take a lot of damage, but that's okay. We didn't get too much damage on the base, and so there, as you can see, it really makes a difference on what you do, and you really have to think about this here very carefully. And so now 3 guys are going to be out on resting. I only have 3 guys left, so now it really makes a difference between whether you pick a house or whatever close to your base, because closer to your base means that it's going to be easier, and the farther out that you go, then the harder the creatures will be. Now, still just RNG in a way. You still might encounter Dracula anywhere on the map. That's RNG in itself, but there, the inner circle here close to the map or close to the base will mean that you most likely will get just zombies, but you could get one sword carrying skeleton. You never know. So let's go ahead and do that to where let's get and pick around the base so that I make sure that I'll get my guys back from rest before I start doing any more outlaying infrastructure. And so here the point of the game is to really make it to where my guys are very strong, and then I can kill Dracula. But this game really does suffer a lot from the RNG, and really in the beginning of the game you're gonna die a lot, and so it kind of trivializes death really, because if I died, then whatever, I'll get the gold and I'll get to the next map and then go on my business. And so really when you begin this game, it's not gonna be a big deal at all. Just go ahead, let's go as far as you can, and then get as much gold as you can, and then unlock as much of the upgrades as possible, and then after that, kick butt. But I really haven't beaten this game because Dracula is a big pain in the rear, because he just jumps all over the place, and it's really hard to just nail him down. And I have to say, this game actually really suffers big time from that, because I really don't feel like my guy makes that much of a difference because of that, and it just suffers. And really, this game, there's gonna be no in between. Okay, you're gonna really like this game, and it's gonna be kind of a nice little joiner. I mean, I really feel like this is really gonna be a good mobile app. Okay, because it's gonna be really nice, pick up and go, and it's not really much of a serious game. But at the same time, this could have been a serious game, and it really pains me that this could have been something that is really big. This does have that addicting flavor, much like Plants vs. Zombies, but unfortunately, it doesn't have enough depth. It just suffers because of that. Oh look, I need more hospitals. So let's go ahead and grab that. And there, Dracula is going to be popping up now, and you'll see what I mean right now. So when I'm about to fight Dracula, I need to get everybody on board so that I can have at least a shot here at killing him. And let's get everybody back. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to kill everybody here by using this, and then after that it's going to be just your army versus the Dracula right here. Alright, so now I got Razor versus Dracula. Oh man, he's actually gonna move away. And then he's gonna kill my guy. And this is kinda why I don't want to put all my guys there in the backfield. But now, and that's it. He's just gonna kill my guy and walk by Wesley Snipes because I don't know, he just does. And then he kills my guy because he knows he can kill that guy. And then that's it. And then he takes out 95 of my base hit points. And just like that, game over for me. It's just, it really suffers because Dracula is so hard in this game. And this is just on normal difficulty. I don't even think you can change the difficulty. I don't even know. But it really suffers because of that. Because Dracula is so random and so difficult, and he jumps everywhere on the map. It really just, there is no real end game play. I mean, I don't even know how well I'm going to do because the upgrades, I can get all the upgrades and I still don't feel like I would do any better. Maybe that will change when I do get everything, but for right now, I just don't see the light at the end of the road at the moment. It's just that difficult. And I wish it was not like that. So now we're actually going to wait for the boy to get right there, and then we're going to attack him like that. Then we're going to get right here. And we're going to get 2 guys here with pistols to take this guy down. Alright. I'm actually going to move him up so he can shoot, because he does spray in a cone in front of him. Oh, and well, you got to watch that stuff. Oh man, Wesley Snipes almost died right there. Don't die on me, Wesley! Oh man, he's going to die if you don't do anything. Let's get him right here. Alright. Alright, look at that. He's killing him. Look at that. Oh man, Wesley almost died. Don't die on me, Wesley! Don't die! Oh boy. Okay, so now he's gonna be resting up. Now I'm in all kinds of pain, and really it's because of Dracula. And that's basically it. You just gotta go and just do your best after that. You want to train up your level 1 guys, and you definitely want to get at least 4 graveyards before you do anything. And that's also the same for hospitals. You want to get at least 4 hospitals before you do anything as well. And then also 4 marketplaces so that you guys heal up pretty quickly. So let's do that real quick. So here at the level 4, you can train up, and as you can see, you want to get it to the next level so you can get it to where they will get more days. We'll make it to where they have more experience. Just like that. And then same for the HP getting backness. Current HP 182 is 264. So if I want him to get more HP, I send them off like that. But you also have to manage your guys as well, okay? You just can't send them off randomly because now I have 1 guy defending, Rodney, right here. So, oh man, I kind of screwed myself a little bit, but hopefully I'll get everybody back. There we go. I got 4 guys back. Oh man, I almost missed that. So let's do that. Get him back. Let's get him the rest for 2 days. Oh man, Wesley's out for a good bit. I need to make sure I get him back. Let's get some more hospitals so that I can reduce the amount of time to where he'll need. So now it's 96 to 144 for 2 days. That's pretty nice, but not good enough for old Wesley. So let's go ahead and get him up to... Let's get him out for 5 days here so I can get him back 300 HP to 450. Oh, that's 4 days, so that, yeah, let's do that. So I could get lucky and get the higher end of the spectrum right there. This is going to be out for 4 days. That's a long time. My man Rodney's going to be out for 1 more day. I'll have 4 guys defending, so that's pretty good. Let's see. Do I have any extra weapons? No, I don't. Let's get some more guns. Alright, another sword. That's good and bad. You definitely want to put your sword on the higher level guys, because they just have more HP and they hit harder with the sword. And the shotguns, they hit hard in itself, so you can't give that to your level 1 guys. That's why I like to give the shotguns and the machine guns to my level 1 dudes. So let's go ahead and get him back up in health. Naturally. Rodney's back up to full. Avery, I need to get him up, so let's do that. So now I have 3 guys out, but I have 3 guys up. So that's not too bad. 3 guys for defense. I'll just let a few guys go, no problem. So that just means I'm going to just do the inner ring. So let's get some more hospitals here just in case I need it. And these should just be zombies right here. So let's get Rodney right here, Curtis right here, and then we'll put Fidel right there. And then we're going to just fast forward it. I'm really happy about this fast forward button. They just implemented it not too long ago too. So I don't know what people did before that. Just kind of waited for the guys to go by, I guess. And now I have a lot of people off now. Whole bunch of guys off. And now we're just going to go to the level 1 around me. I only got 1 guy. This is going to suck. So we're gonna just pick the road that has a lot of monsters. It's gonna just be this one. And I'm gonna let 2 zombies go. That kind of sucks, but that's okay. I do have a lot of tower defense hit points here, and they only take 22. The other ones took what, 26, and so that's the difference here between the monsters as well. Really not that much of a difference, but still. There is gonna be permanent death, so if one of these hunters do die, then that's it. They won't be back. Again, this game does offer a lot of opportunities, but the RNG, especially with Dracula, really suffers for it. You know, I'm just kind of in between about the game. I did have my fun in playing it, so it is definitely worth the $5 to pick this up. I mean, do I recommend it though personally? Just really depends on how much time you have to spare or how much you really want to just give this one a go. So with that, hope you guys have enjoyed this gameplay review. This is the VG Pierced. Join me on YouTube, subscribe, like my videos, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.